It's time for Community Matters, a service of TCB Broadcasting, and it's sponsored by Vidalia Federal in Lyons and Vidalia, Todd Paget Housing Center in Claxton. Now let's see what's happening in our community with host Tony Doc Wardlaw.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to this edition of Community Matters. I'm your host, the Doc, Tony Wardlaw, and we are here for another wonderful show with Community Matters. What a beautiful morning it is. It's always a good morning to be alive. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Yes, I said it.
Might as well.
Let us be grateful, and as you can hear, we have, yes, the one and only, the debonair himself, none other than Pastor Christian Burton, or Christian Burton. Whatever your preference is. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good, Tony. It's always good to be with you, and it's always good to be let out for a little bit, and,
right.
and to be anywhere. So I'm tickled to be with you.
Yeah, man. Yes, and we always have such a good time when you're on the show, and what when you talk about a good time, the people are in for a treat because they can now get a full dose of Christian Burton every Monday morning.
Every Monday at 8 a.m. I'm going to be on the radio. I've talked Robin into letting me on the radio, and we're going to do it every Monday, and it's going to be fun.
I mean, I know that people are out there, they're turning cartwheels.
I imagine so.
They are stomping in the middle of the street with awe and wonder. And so, to go ahead without further ado and suspense, let me just tell you that you can get this one-of-a-kind every Monday morning on our sister station, 96.9. You can turn there every Monday morning from 8 a.m. till 9 a.m. 1 full hour.
1 whole hour, that's right. I needed a place to express some creativity that I don't always get to express, and so I'm looking forward to sharing some fun on Monday mornings.
So again, it's 96.9 FM on your radio dial, and so how did this come about, Christian?
I have thought for years about what would be fun to do on the radio.
Okay.
And of course, having Robin in my congregation has been helpful in a number of ways. But I get this little segue into radio land from time to time. and so I just asked her one day, would you be open to a show where we just talk about good, fun things? There's enough going wrong in the world. Why don't we just look at what's going right? And she said, yeah, I'd be open to that. And so I told her some things that I had in mind. First of all, I love music. And I love to listen to music. I love to play music. And I love to sing, even though I listen well, but I don't always play and sing well, but I still like to do it. And so music is a bright spot in our life, and the radio makes obvious sense for that. Yeah. But there's some other things. I love to read too, and so I'd love to share some books that I've read, that I am reading, and maybe have some conversation about those books on the air. Now, it's not going to be a literary program. I don't want to scare anybody off with that. In fact, we did a little dry run last couple weeks ago on Monday, and I brought a children's book in and read that. So when I say books, I mean we're going to be open to literary sources of all shapes and sizes.
Right.
And
that's
I found, Tony, that children's books often say a whole lot more than the adult books do.
Yes, they do.
So when I say books, I mean books that are meaningful, that inspire some thinking and some creativity in our lives. So we'll talk about books there from time to time, and also people. That's what makes life worth living, is the people that we have in our lives. We'll be identifying people in our community and our world that bring brightness
That's
to
excellent. Excellent. So it's what's the name of the show?
It is The Bright Side with Christian. And
Wow.
I thought it's perfect. Monday, everybody but you and me, we love Mondays, don't we?
Yeah, right.
Because that means the dust is settled from church on Sunday.
Oh my
And
goodness.
we've got 6 more days until we have to get up there again.
Right.
But Mondays generally are a hard day for
Yeah.
folks, and so
Yeah.
Monday's a good day to sort of lean into that and see if there might be something positive going on too.
That's excellent. Excellent. And you said the bright side with Christian, and it's about leaning into something positive with a lot of the negativity that's happening all over the world. You turn on the news, it's like, oh, turn it off already.
That's right.
This can be a bright. This can be a bright spot, and help us to focus on the bright side.
Mm-hmm.
And so, wonderful, Pastor Christian, that you would come up with this idea. Now, is this a part of your programming that you do on Sunday, or is this altogether separate?
This is altogether separate. This is just me. Now, I'm still the pastor at the Oaks Baptist Church. That's still my day job. In fact, this is all volunteer that I'm doing on the radio. So, still pastor.
Yeah.
But this is a different expression, and
Wow.
we one of the things that led me to this was I use song lyrics a lot in my preaching.
Okay.
And I might use them too much. And so this gives me an outlet to hear music and the lyrics and what's being experienced in the song, and having an outlet for how we experience that song.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Each week we're going to have a song of the week, and as I said, I like to play and sing too, and so I'm going to offer my interpretation of the song of the week, and then we'll play the real version from the real artist who actually does the song well. So you get to hear the song of the week in a couple of different contexts.
So you get a book.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna have a song of the week.
Right.
And anything else we can expect?
Well, a person of the week. We'll identify someone, ideally in the community, but the world's a big old place. There's a lot of people doing a lot of good things. I get an email every day called Nice News. I don't know if you've ever seen Nice News.
Okay, I'll have to look into
Check
that.
into it. It's an email that comes every day, reminding me and whoever gets the email of good things that are going on. And every day there is somebody in there doing something to make the world, somebody else's life, a better place. And so we can pull from those and share those stories too. But man, as I walk around the streets of Toombs County, I see a lot of people doing good, positive things, and we don't talk about it enough.
Right. And so now you have this format in which we can highlight those things.
I'd like to think so.
Yeah.
I'd like to think so.
This is outstanding. So you're finding the positives. We got books, and I like it that you didn't scare everybody away. You let everybody know that, hey, the books are going to be reasonable books, and
that's going to be a really minor part of the book. Like, if I bring in a book to talk about a couple of minutes, I'm just going to share the synopsis and some questions that the book has inspired me to ask, and maybe even some answers that I have been put onto by the book. But that's going to be a minor thing. I'm hoping to inspire maybe somebody to read more.
See that, man.
Yeah.
Well, as you're saying that, and I'm just thinking about my own life. My wife and I are reading a book now with our children. I've read the book a few times, but my wife, who is an educator as well, she was like, we should start having like a family book club.
Yeah.
And so the first book that we're reading together, in this family book club with our adult son and adult daughter now, is a book, Who Moved My Cheese?
Oh, yeah.
By Dr. Spencer Johnson. And,
sure.
And so it would be something like that where you talk about those characters.
Sure. Yeah.
What is it? Scurry and
it's been so long
Skippy
since I read that,
him,
Tony. I
Hall.
don't remember the characters. But yeah, that's a fantastic book to put on the list.
Maybe just kind of putting one out there for you to do, and but that's good stuff, and it's a simple book, and so it'll be like that, and you can just kind of highlight the various characters and get people to thinking more positively. I love it. I love it. I love it. You've already had your first show?
We had a run through on January the 8th, and
so the pilot was on January the 8th.
That's right, and it went about like you would think it would go for someone who's not sure about all the knobs and buttons and the slides that are on a soundboard. But
right.
It was fun. The first show, we talked about Mondays, and Tony, I was surprised at how many songs have been written about Monday. Mamas and the Papas, Monday, Jimmy Buffett, Come Monday, man. Duran, Monday Morning, and no, that was Fleetwood Mac, Monday Morning. Duran, I do not remember their song off the top of my head.
Okay,
I can find
but so there. Tons of numbers.
Tons of numbers. I don't like Mondays. The Boomtown Rats, Manic Monday, the Bangles, Rainy Days and Mondays always get me down. The list just keeps on going on Mondays, and so I thought, what better way to start the thing off by talking about how Monday can be an inspiration for creativity, whether you're experiencing some pain of getting back to work, or whether you're looking at the week with possibilities. To let Monday be a bit of an inspiration.
See that, man. This is outstanding. So, have you talked about or have you had a person of the week yet?
No, we've not had a person of the week yet. We're waiting for you to clear your schedule so you can be our person of the week. Now, like I said, the first show was a dry run, and I was needing just to get familiar with all the stuff that's going on. So we did have a book of the week. It was a children's book, Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. You familiar with that story?
I have heard about it. I cannot.
I went to bed with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. Yeah.
Wow, outstanding. This is good, ladies and gentlemen. We are talking with the one and the only, the man himself. He's the man, the myth. Not quite a legend.
Not quite a legend, no. Not near old enough.
In some circles.
But, right. None other than Pastor Christian Burton. He has the new show. And we're going to take a break, but I want to come back and we want to kind of get inside your head a little bit, and kind of also we want to hear some of your uniqueness. I'm just going to leave it right there.
Okay.
Y'all come back.
All right.
Right after these messages. We're here with Pastor Burton. Right after these messages.
Smarter, not harder. Here at Vidalia Federal, we are all about that phrase as we strive to make your life easier. No more drowning in paperwork or being interrogated over the idea of buying a house. Getting a home loan should be an enjoyable, simple process, not a daunting task. This is Julia McKenzie with Vidalia Federal Savings Bank, and I am here to make the mortgage process easy and simple. Come see me at the Vidalia branch on Jackson Street to talk about your next home purchase or refinance. I look forward to serving you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Celebrate good times. Come on. Happy New Year, South Georgia. This is Anthony J. with Todd Paget Housing Center, inviting you to come celebrate with us on our huge home inventory. That's right. We have a home for every budget with our wide selection of houses. So don't settle for a home from another dealership because they don't have a large selection to choose from. Come celebrate picking out your dream home at Todd Paget Housing Center, and let's have a good time. Come on. Todd Paget Housing Center, setting a new standard in the manufactured home industry this year and every year.
Welcome back to this edition of Community Matters. I'm your host, The Doc, and we are here on this morning. We have been talking with the one and the only Pastor Christian Burton. He has this new show. I mean, it is a great show. It airs every Monday morning, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. You can find it on our sister station, 96.9 FM, Vintage Rock. And boy, that kind of fits the bill for you, doesn't it?
That's my genre. I was born in the '60s, child of the '70s, college in the '80s, and young adult in the '90s, and so I've been listening to music for quite some time. So that fits me. Fits what I want to hear.
And this is a prime example of having an idea, a dream, and bringing it into fruition. Wow, outstanding.
Yeah.
So you're practicing what you preach.
That's a great way to say it. I hadn't put it in that vernacular yet. So thanks for that's I hope I am.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's an inspiration to me. I'm like, wow, the man. We get up, we encourage people to follow your dreams, do all you can to make this world a better place, and you not only talk about it, but you are being about it.
I'm bees doing it.
You bees doing it. Well, it's good. So what we know now is that the show is called The Bright Side. Now, did you come up with that all by yourself, or
Robin and I were talking about
Robin,
what we wanted to do, and so as I thought through it, I thought, what I want people to see the positive, and I just happened to be. I watched a documentary on Monty Python. Some time back, and so Monty Python was in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember in The Life of Brian, the movie, they end with a song, "Always look on the bright side of life."
Yeah.
And so I thought, man, that's the perfect title and the perfect little theme song for the show. So apologies to Monty Python. But we've lifted the song, and we use that as part of the show too.
See, I told you before the break that we were going to get inside your head. And
yeah, be careful. It's messy in there.
It's very enlightening to see where you come from with some of this stuff.
Yeah, and of course, The Life of Brian. It's you need to go into that with an open mind. It's examining some spiritual things in a ways that can offend people, but just keep your mind open and think, and you'll be okay. So that's part of kind of what we want to do anyway. Is don't get all up in yourself and forget that there's a world going on out there.
That's right. So the format is an hour long. It gives people a chance to kind of start off the week on the bright side, right? Mm-hmm. And so you said earlier that you kind of put a spin on some of the songs before you play them.
Offer my interpretation, yes. And every time you do what we call a cover, it's going to be similar, but it's always going to be different. And so I'll do a cover of the song of the week. And sometimes I might even come in with a song of my own from time to time that I'll use a tune. I'm not a musician, so I don't write music, but I can have a tune, and I am a lyricist, so I can add some lyrics to an already existing tune.
I wonder, Pastor Christian Burton, would you care to share with our audience this morning just a little something of the nature so that they can kind of get a feel for what they can expect on Monday mornings and hear what I know to be a skilled side of Pastor Christian and his playing and his singing.
Not only can I, but I'll be happy to. This is a song, if you were at the Citizen of the Year banquet back in September.
Okay.
I wrote the song. I wrote the lyrics to Margaritaville, but it's a song called Onionville.
Sweeter.
Now, see, we won't have anything quite this creative every week, but from time to time, we'll have some things like this.
Oh boy.
Stroll down Main Street, everything looks neat. Feeling a small town as she ebbs and flows. Hoping a breeze blows through the gazebo. of onion beginning to grow. We got it good here in our Onionville.
Yes, we do.
Searching for good people don't take very long. Some people claim that other places are the same, but we know we got it better than most.
That's right.
We got a real squeal. Faith in Blue Seal's the deal.
Yes, it does.
Even got pizza in a hardware store.
Wow.
A soapbox derby. Flags on victory. But hang around and you'll find so much more. We got it good here in our Onionville. Searching for good people don't take very long. Some people claim that other places are the same, but we know
No.
we got it better than most.
That's right.
A hometown throwdown, Christmas parade in town, tells of the Altima every spring. We got a courthouse with a roof that kind of stands out, but the craziest thing is a preacher who sings. We got it good here in our Onionville. Searching for good people don't take very long. Some people claim that other places are the same, but we know this is where we belong. Yes, and some people claim that other places are the same, but we know this is where we belong. So,
Wow.
yeah, we won't write a song every week, but we'll write some songs,
Oh,
and
man.
and so
You know, I'm just trying to, in my mind, I'm sitting around the bonfire. I've got roasted marshmallows,
That's right.
and I'm just listening to the singing preacher. Good stuff, man.
oh gosh,
Now, if that doesn't make you feel better to start
I
out
know,
a week on
right?
a Monday,
Yeah.
I don't know what will. Wow.
I would like to think that after hearing that, you might feel better, but at the very least, you'll
Yeah.
be glad it's over with,
Right.
and then you can get on to
It's
something
like,
else.
you know what? I'd rather be working right now.
That's right. Maybe work isn't so bad after all.
That is funny, man. Well, listen, will people be able to call in after hearing, that? Will they be able to call in and say, hey, Christian Burton?
We want to engage with the community, and that's going to take a while. Like I said, I'm sort of learning some things here, and so we're walking before we run. But in time, we'd love to have people call in, and I'd be able to have conversations with people.
Okay.
But in the very near future, we're going to have a Facebook format to where you can go to the radio station's Facebook page and leave a message, make a request. Would love to hear of potential people of the week that we might highlight and stuff. And so we'll be engaging with the community.
Okay.
This whole thing is a bit of a challenge, learning some new things for me, and stretching myself, going out of my comfort zone. And one of the things that I'm not good with is social media, but I will be getting better at social media and giving people avenues to interact with on some of the themes that we create in the show.
Outstanding. Ladies and gentlemen, it is called The Bright Side. You can find it on Vintage Rock, or let me just say, you can find it on 96.9 FM, the Vintage Rock station. That's our sister station. It is every Monday morning, 8 a.m. till 9 a.m. So 1 full hour. And it is with the man himself, Christian Burton. Wow, outstanding.
We'll be on as long as we can. I'm guessing the FCC hasn't heard of this show yet. They will eventually, so we'll see what happens when they get word of it. But yeah, we're gonna every Monday we'll be having some fun on the radio.
Well, please tune in every Monday morning on our sister station 96.9 FM. And there you can meet with the one and the only and listen to the show from Mr. Christian Burton. Any final things you want to say to the people?
Tune in, and as they said, I guess was it on the Grand Ole Opry? Keep those cards and letters coming. keep listening, and feel free to engage with us and let us know what we're doing good, what we're not doing good, what we could be doing better, and we're gonna have fun.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, and thank you for the inspiration. You know, people, God gives you a gift or gives you a dream, pursue it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let us all do. That's what this show is about, doing what we can to make our community a better place in which to live. So
absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you also to Miss Dorothy Davis. If you want to see this show, if you want to actually see Pastor Christian playing and singing, you can go to our website, tcbbroadcasting.com. That is tcbbroadcasting.com, and you can see this show archived there. Also, we thank the one and the only Miss Robin Crabb, our general manager, the brains behind these shows.
That's right.
They keep coming, so we certainly say thank you to her. To everyone else who's listening, all of you, come back again on next week. I'll be here, Lord's will, for another edition of Community Matters. I'm your host, the Doc. Everyone, take care. God bless. See you soon.
You've been listening to Community Matters with host Tony Doc Wardlaw, sponsored by Todd Paget Housing Center in Claxton and by Vidalia Federal in Lyons and Vidalia. Tune in again next week to see what is happening in our community on Community Matters, a service of TCB Broadcasting.